We came up with the idea of this PhD around the time that we were coming out of COVID, and everybody was still quite paranoid about catching COVID or catching other sort of bacteria from packaging and sort of day-to-day contacts. So this PhD came about because we were working in collaboration with a company called Seaweed Brothers, who make literally millions of packets of sandwiches every week that you can buy from all the supermarkets, really. And we wanted to look at replacing that packaging window with something that was maybe antiviral or antimicrobial, that would give consumers sort of more confidence in picking up the product and actually consuming the sandwiches afterwards. So a lot of what the PhD was about was having additional compounds mixed in with the alginate and how this affected the properties of the film that we made. One of the big positives about using alginate is that it is very biodegradable. If you have sodium alginate film and you add it to water, it will disappear, like not quite instantly, but within a minute or two. By adding other compounds in there, you can make the film less degradable, so it will be sort of retained for longer, but we're talking like a few days or a week, rather than your sort of standard plastics that come from oil systems, which could be around for literally thousands of years. So Seaweed Brothers were really keen on looking at alternative plastics, things that are more biodegradable. So they were very interested in working with alginate and alginate plus based films. There are a lot of benefits that we've got out of this PhD. So we were able to do some really quite fundamental science initially, looking at the different other things like sugars and cellulose and very basic molecules that you could be putting into the seaweed solution, the alginate solution, which would affect the properties of film. But you could make them stronger, you could make them more elastic, and so on. But you could also affect the transparency, but you could retain that transparency whilst affecting these properties. And nobody seemed to have published this kind of information. So we're hoping that this paper that we're putting out now is actually going to be really quite highly cited. There's a lot of industrial interest in it. A secondary benefit of this PhD, though, has been increasing collaboration with a Welsh-based film company called Plantsea. So they were originally from Aberystwyth, and I've been working with them sort of on and off for the last, 5-6 years. But we've had some additional projects that have happened with them whilst this PhD has been going on, and we've been building on those links. So the PhD has not just benefited us scientifically, but it's also been helping us to work on our industrial collaborations as well.